taking it over Shiny Mark, the #1 seed of the tournament. And then in losers, none other than the Pop-Off King himself, the Pookster, taking it over Shiny Mark as well, Game 5. Shiny Mark out of like 33rd, went like 1 and 2, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, that's absolutely wild. And obviously you don't expect that for the first seed, but I mean, it's been said this whole weekend, this event is stacked. Like,
yeah. This guy got
round
he got top 8 at Collision, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, just even if you look at like round 1, round 2 losers, you get some crazy sets and like really strong players, you know. So, you know, I said it earlier, but when you look at the number of entrants, it's not that high. But when you actually look at the quality of players, it's insane.
No, absolutely. I mean, I was talking about it to some people, you know, throughout the week that round 2 of winners pools is like top 32 round 1 at a regional.
Yeah.
And then all these pools qualifiers are like top 32 qualifiers at a like it's like major caliber for sure. Like Beastly Nexus being like a qualifier, if I'm not mistaken, like you know, those are 2 very top level players as well. So it's really cool to have them all here. This is going to be a little bit different though. We have the head honcho himself of TC using his gosh darn organizer bias to put himself on stream. That's kind of wild, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, going to be rocking the Bayonetta against Voki. I'm not really sure where they're from. Obviously, you see the Longhorn shirt, maybe UT, but definitely not someone I'm super familiar with here in the scene. Regardless, it's going to be really cool to see. Obviously, you know, no slouch. Obviously, the joke that TOs can't play Smash. Nah, Naomi's pretty cool. Naomi's pretty nice with it. I got cooked in doubles earlier by Naomi, so, you know, it's all good. But this will be really fun to watch. I mean, Bayonetta, we see there's a plethora of them in Texas for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, Lima obviously being the one everyone knows about, but, you know, lesser known, Naomi does have other characters too. Actually, I feel like a lot of Bayos have like a Peach or something like that. And
bet money you won't play Steve round 1. I'm kidding. Here we go though. It is going to be nice though. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be an interesting matchup. I'm not sure who we got on the other side of the screen, but we are going to see right about now. Oh, Inkling. Okay, taking it back to a little bit of pre-patch, right?
Yeah. This is a very early Ultimate-esque character, Inkling is, but
yeah,
you know, definitely a character that a lot of people have considered to have fallen off throughout the course of the game, but you never know. Maybe you can make something happen here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is the place where it can happen, right? The unthinkable can definitely happen right here. So, you know, if you told us, like, you know, 3 years ago that Inkling would not be top 10, I'd tell you you're crazy.
Exactly.
But, you know, here we are. So, regardless, though, does have a good let's trap situation. I mean, this is kind of what, you know, the name of the game is how much can you let's trap Bayonetta to the point where just using the high recovery above ledge isn't a factor anymore, because that's what Naomi's going to be doing. Doesn't want to deal with like Splat Bomb or anything like that. Just wants to get back to stage, right? Yeah,
and Bayo is a master of doing that. Like, no character, you know, really has the mobility options of Bayo with the ABK to escape that corner pressure, and we've already seen it a couple times coming out here. Even seeing Naomi go from platform to platform, right? Like, having that escape option is just so strong.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely strong escape options right here, but regardless, you know, still not out of the realm of possibilities for Voki, doing pretty well. I mean, let's trap sequence right here, you tie up the percents. You know, obviously start thinking about Booyah. Although Bayonetta with Booyah is really weird because you have to be precise, because you do have the bats within as well to kind of escape that.
Such a great option. And speaking of Booyah, I mean, Bayo has a bit of a Booyah of herself right there with the up tilt into the back air, and we see that come out. I feel like it connects at such high percents too. That move it's insane, dude.
Yeah, the window is pretty large, and you know, you can face a completely different direction. Yeah, just got to get your damage. Maybe if you catch some Sus-DI, you can get a kill off of that roller up smash, but not going able to do it. That's a little bit tricky as well. It's kind of similar. That side B is very similar to the Inkling roller as well.
Yeah.
You just have to shield it, and once you shield it, and you know, you just punish out of shield. But you know, regardless,
for sure,
still looking pretty good. Naomi is about to lab Voki in percents though. Oh, tried to get like a reset right there. No one home for it, but the Witch Time gonna do it, and 3-1 stock lead, really strong start. Best of 5 though, so definitely gonna have lots of time to adapt and make some changes in your Voki. Even this game though, obviously definitely not far from over yet.
Yeah, for sure, but Bayo can be one of the hardest characters to hit. Obviously, we've talked about all of the mobility options, but even having really good out of shield, right? With the Witch Twist out of shield, that move hits on both sides, has a pretty strong hitbox as well, pretty large hitbox. So if the Bayo is playing defensively, it's really hard to find openings sometimes. And yeah, with the explosiveness, you see the combo game coming out, doing a ton of damage.
Yeah, definitely a ton of damage right there. And, you know, speaking of damage, the rough part of this matchup, or just in general when you're playing Inkling, is once you're out of Booyah %, this is like the big issue. I feel like this is why people drop there too. It's just like, it's hard to find like stray hits that are going to work. That sounds smash. Yeah, good stuff. It's hard to find stray hits, and it's hard to find anything like super reliable that isn't like back throw or like back air. Even then, I see people just get hit by like weak back air at 180 and like still live. And I'm like, you know what? We do need a buff Inkling, right?
Yeah, you think about even moves like forward air, like a strong forward air could kill, but that move is also kind of slow, and you do get the weak hit of that move also. So maybe you can snipe out an ABK with like an up air. Maybe that's an option, but also it's a multi-hit, so if you trade with it and you only get the first hit, it's also not going to kill. So yeah, I mean, definitely a struggle for the character, but you have to find the solutions. That's, you know, the name of the game, right? Like, that's the only way you're going to be able to find the dub.
Yeah, definitely got to take a little bit of time right here, though. Obviously, so we are at Comicpalooza here at the Convention Center in Houston. Definitely have some issues. Obviously, the stream, you can see us and hear us perfectly fine. The projectors, though, you know, here on site actually went out. So on both streams, I believe the side stream as well. So, you know, they're trying to get that fixed. Don't worry, guys. Naomi's not going anywhere. You know, just head TO, doing head TO things, you know. It got to be like that sometimes, you know. So, but we are going to come back, play some more Smash at the end of the day. I'm sure someone is around trying to get stuff fixed as well. I mean, Turnip Cafe and also Kaboom Gaming as well. So, you know, they come and help out all the time too. So, game number 2, though, going to get a bit of a change of scenery here. Final destination. Definitely not going to give a ton of platform resets for Bayonetta or anything like that. So, however, if you're not careful with landing, you are going to get juggled here by Bayo forever. Yeah,
I mean, Bayo has some of the best juggling in the game. Has a lot of options to keep you in air, obviously. Strong combo game just in general. But I like the pick. I like the pick, right? Like, we talked earlier about like how Bayo can use those platforms to facilitate the way she likes to move around the stage and, you know, avoid getting hit. But a lot harder to do that when you don't have the platforms as a way to land.
Yeah, definitely not a way to land. So, you know, obviously that counter pick can come back to bite you too. So, you know, because obviously all those juggling situations, Inkling can do the same thing too. So that kind of makes things a little bit difficult sometimes. But regardless, here we go at the ledge, though. I mean, did take a ton of damage right here. Yeah, so I think what Naomi's looking for there is just like the full-on jabs. Because surprisingly, like, it could set up the kill. So if you're not careful. A little bit aggressive right there, swinging for the fences. No one home. Finds the kill regardless. Naomi still pretty good start. Not far off, though. It's kind of how game 1 looked, too. So, you know, Voki's not super far off either.
Yeah, but the trick always is in finding the kill, right? And especially with Bayo's damage output, you can tend to have the game snowball a little bit. Ooh, that up smash, not quite going to do it. But that is something that is encouraging, I think, if you're Voki, as never mind.
Yeah. That's the Bayo comma. That's the train. Left the station for sure. So that's definitely hard to deal with. I mean, sometimes you just get character diff, you know.
Yeah.
So that's fine enough smash for his troubles though. Still looking pretty good. Obviously, you have to control the pace of the game pretty hard here just to bring it back. But definitely still doable. I mean, Inkling can set up really good ledge traps. You know, maybe you could set up some baits for Witch Time and then get a big punish off too as well. So, but regardless, Naomi's always going to scrap. So that's definitely something. Naomi also got in a lot of coaching from pretty good players. So definitely has seen signs of improvement for sure over the last year or so. So it's really nice to see for sure. Here comes the combo though with the heel slide, and here it goes. Can you get some? No, nice snare right there to kind of just get some pressure relieved off of it, right?
Yeah, Voki definitely feels a lot more in the game than in that first game. Gets the parry. I feel like they're starting to catch on to some of these ABKs and playing around it a little bit better, but what a... Oh,
that's still hit.
Yeah.
All right. Bayonetta stands are going to scream buff Bayonetta there. apparently that's not good, but, you know, a little bit lucky. Maybe living on some borrowed time right here after, you know, getting hit by that Witch Time. Can you find... You see the up tilts. Like, Naomi really wants it. Maybe if you can get like a ABK and then like the, you know, oh wow, a little bit too aggressive right there.
Yeah.
Not going to get punished though. At this point, you know, maybe playing with your food a little bit. Got to be careful, but maybe we find something here. Roller, no one home. Yeah, this is at this point you just got to scrap, but whole stock difference though is a little tough.
Oh, air dodge, missed the opportunity there, and I mean, yeah. Looking for the up smash. Voki did get some good mileage off the up smash in that second game, but ultimately didn't really come through at the end, and that's going to be a punish on Naomi's part.
Yeah, definitely looking pretty good. So regardless, Naomi, you know, just chugging along as per usual, looking pretty good. And yeah, still, you know, I feel like they looked up. They're like, hey man, the projector's still on, you know. But T.O., get on it. I'm just kidding. Like, what are you doing? I'm gonna need you to DQ from bracket. Come fix this. Nah. But we have people out behind the scenes helping. We're just giving Naomi a hard time, especially because Naomi hired us. So, you know, here we are. But game 3, gonna opt to run it back. Gonna get a character switch. Okay, I actually would be interested to see a character switch, but probably this, you know, Cloud historically can enjoy FD, but then, you know, sometimes if you're getting juggled as Cloud, you know, like, what do you do? Like, you have really good air drift, but sometimes that's about it. You know, obviously some of the things, like if you're able to sit and shield enough to where the heal slide, you know, ends up hitting your shield, you can just always up B. Kill percentage is always up smash as well, so definitely lots of options too. And having enough speed with that limit to compete against Bayonetta, pretty much just on the ground. And then obviously good arrows to kind of just combat her in the air too, though. Yeah, historically, this match has been a little rough. We've seen, you know, Lima Nico for so long. That's also been like a historically rough matchup, so.
Oh yeah, that F smash. Yeah, I think Voki probably could have drifted away there, but got a little bit too close to stage. But as Cloud, that's a scary thing, right? Because if you're drifting out as Cloud, you're always scared of getting edge guarded. So I understand the thought process, but sometimes I guess you got to take that risk. Ooh, nice job actually sniffing out the witch time. Just didn't quite have the execution on the punish.
Yeah, definitely not really the best execution, but the thing is too is the mix-up is whenever you regrab the ledge, Bayonetta always has to recover high, right? So they're always going to be aggressive because it's a regrab situation. You don't want to get dash attack.
That's a great point.
Like so Naomi definitely doing a really good job of just kind of hanging on to that stock right there. So back here though can definitely do it. If you do one bad heal slide, up smash out of shield will do it too. So you just got to be a little bit careful what the option is. Did you jump? No, you didn't. Good stuff right there. Smart stuff. And yeah, good escape option right there. Puts Bayonetta in the air. Nair again. I love using Nair. Nair's so cool. It's like so soft, but like sends at such a weird angle. Catches the dash attack right there, or with the dash attack. Really, really good stuff. You know, low percents. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta let it rip, right? Low percents you could do like Blade Beam if you do it from a far enough distance. You can run up and cross slash after if it ends up connecting. So, you know, definitely lots of damage right there on the horizon potentially. But regardless, still looking pretty good. You know, falling, you know, back air, just fall off forward air as well. Good, you know, early stock that you could probably get. Naomi, though, yeah, needing to play this a little bit more patient. You can't let Cloud get a ton of momentum. And that was a really good S smash to get back there. And also right there, you can actually just run up and wish time that. Which also, like, you just do whatever you want at that point, right? So.
Yeah. Voki slowly bringing this back. I feel like, just from a matchup perspective, the Cloud has allowed Voki to chase some of these ABKs a little bit better than Inkling was. And I think that's really come into play. That being said, Naomi still with the lead here. Yeah, you see a lot of these retreating aerials with Cloud, sort of just waiting for Naomi to come in, right? And Voki's definitely gotten some mileage off of that. Yep.
There it is, right? We talked about it earlier, and we talked about that heel slide, you know, a little bit unsafe, and you can get up smash. Not at death percents, so you got to be really careful. Caught the ledge with limit is so scary, though. It's like blinking, you miss it. You got to be careful.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a big stock right here, right? Like if you can take this, then it's even Stevens, and you know you can make it work. Oh, no one home. Tried to swing really hard. Regardless, though, still in a good situation. I would like to see maybe like back here on the shield, and then if you're positioned well enough. That's the Bayonetta classic, though. Sometimes it happens, but sometimes you're stunning a little bit too hard, right? Like, you know, these boots were made for walk-in, but they're also made for SDing sometimes, you know? So, got to be really careful here. Still looking pretty good. Has limit. Don't spend it. Down air. Nice. Not bad. Unfortunately, doesn't get a follow-up, and now the reversal. Hang on to your limit just a little bit longer, maybe. Can you find something? No. Just going to end up whipping, and yeah, just a little bit too antsy.
Yep.
Sometimes it's really easy. I mean, I feel that, too. You did jump. No punish.
Yeah, but good patience after grabbing ledge. That being said, that was, yeah. back off stage now. This is where Bayo is super strong, and yeah, that's gonna be it.
Yeah, right before the aerial right there, I think we saw that jump.
Yeah.
Come out just a little bit. So rather unfortunate, and Naomi taking a 3-0, but still looking pretty good. You know, actually, you know, didn't look too rough right there. We saw some really good things out of that cloud. I mean, the Inkling wasn't doing too bad either, but Inkling can't kill is definitely a real factor for sure. So we saw that as well, especially game one. I feel like we saw like, but Naomi fell out of Booyah at like 120, 130. And then it was just like, well, you can't kill. Yeah, 168, like, you have to straight hit. You have to, like, back air. You have to, like, maybe forward at the ledge. But forward air is so, like, I feel like it just loses to all of the aerials from Naomi as well. So it's a little bit rough. The cloud definitely, took the most stocks. So was looking not too shabby right here. So I think that was a jump and an air dodge.
Yeah.
Which is a little rough right there. So that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles. You got to hang on to that jump if you're cloud a little bit, but still not looking too shabby. I'm sure losers will probably be all right. Naomi moving on. And the name of the game for these round ones is